Alright, so what is up YouTube? So today we're going to be talking about what we can expect at the October event for Apple. Now, I apologize for not uploading maybe last weekend. I'm so sorry. You know, school kind of is a kicker, especially when you take pre-calculus. I'll tell you it's a kicker. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about the October Apple event. So let's dive right in. So the first thing that we are highly expecting is going to be that new Mac Mini redesign. And so if you haven't seen that video already, definitely click up here if you'd like to see that video. But that video basically lays out what we could see in a Mac Mini. It lays out the hardware, it lays out the size, the new redesign. And so what is this new redesign? So the redesign is supposed to be basically slightly bigger than an Apple TV. Now, judging from the iPad Pro and Apple's new design language of trying to make things thinner again, we are doing things such as that. And so that is why we could see the iPad Mini as well getting the A18 or the A17 Pro chip. And the reason why is just because Apple is starting to move devices to their rightful spot with Apple Intelligence. And so we could also see Apple Intelligence on the Mac Mini, of course, because as always, it's an M series chip, the iPad, and the upcoming iMac display. Now, we could see an updated M4 MacBook, just a normal MacBook, which is great. All these products should be getting about 16 gigabytes of RAM, at least the computers will be getting 16 gigabytes of RAM at the start. The reason why is just because Apple is having a hard time, I think, developing Apple Intelligence because it requires 8 gigabytes of RAM. And so that is why we could see 16 gigabytes of RAM across the MacBook Pro, the Mac Mini, and the Mac display, the iMac. And so that is super cool, especially because it is an entry-level product with 16 gigabytes of RAM. So I think that is very cool. I think the iPad Mini, judging from the current iPad Mini that is rocking the A15 chip and has 4 gigabytes of RAM, the iPad Mini is expected to be getting that A17 Pro or the A18 chip. And so we'll probably see 8 gigabytes to 10 gigabytes of RAM on the iPad Mini, allowing for better multitasking and better processing when it comes to leaving windows open. So I actually like to hear that, especially because I currently use an iPad Mini and I really like it. I just wish it didn't jelly scroll. And so that's the other thing. We're expected to get an OLED display on this iPad Mini that could change the jelly scroll method, because as we've seen in older models with the iPad Mini 6, it has a jelly scroll where basically the display moves slower on one side but moves faster on the other side. It's only whenever it's in vertical, but whenever you put in horizontal, it's all right. But the iPad Mini is literally a phone, so I think you could totally use vertical all the time. Also, we need an Instagram app developed for the iPad. Okay, anyway, that's not important. So yeah, so we got new cameras on the iPad Mini, as well as of course we're going to be getting, we actually already have USB-C, I should say that already. We actually already have USB-C. I wonder if we'll see actually the Apple Pencil 3 or the Apple Pencil Pro updated on the iPad Mini. I think that'd be super cool and super neat, especially if we got the stupid Apple Pencil hover feature, because come on, Apple, you can't just make a feature only for M series products, right? I mean, come on, like the hover feature is actually kind of stupid. But anyway, my product that I'm most excited about is going to be the Mac Mini, because it has been about 15 years, maybe 14 years. It was last updated in 2010, and we've been stuck with the same design. Judging from Apple's new design language, because there's so much free space in the current Mac Mini, they're going to smash it all down into basically what I call a smash burger. They're going to smash it into a smash burger. And so when they smash it all down, then it's going to be much easier and much more friendly to use, especially if you're storing it. Say you want to take it with you, just like how you take your Apple TV with you. Let's just say you want to take it with you whenever you travel. If you have multiple offices, well, you'll be able to do that. The Mac Mini will also probably be able to upgrade to 32 gigabytes of RAM, as well as the base MacBook and iMac. That's also good to see because we want 16 gigabytes of RAM, but we also want the 32 option because some developers have been having trouble maximizing ray tracing and other aspects in, say, Final Cut or Xcode, that they need that ray tracing and they need that extra processing power. So that's super cool. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this whole October event. You know, we get a Mac Mini, a new MacBook Pro, maybe some AirPods. I'm just kidding. We don't get AirPods. We got AirPods at the last event. But maybe we'll get that new iPad Mini and, of course, that iMac. So definitely stay tuned as I review this tech. I'm going to start reviewing the iPhone 16 pretty soon. I don't have one, but I know how to review one without just looking. I can literally just look at it and be like, that looks like a gimmick. I'm just kidding. I can't really, but iPhone 16 kind of does look like a gimmick. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I appreciate you so much for sticking around and watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, and definitely go share this to a friend. That definitely helped you out, as well as post this on your story, bro, because like this is content. This is content right here. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, definitely do what I just said 30 seconds ago. So, yep, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So, yeah, peace out.